come round here no more. Can't you see that it's late at night? I'm very tired, and I'm not feeling right. All I wish is to be alone. Stay away, don't you invade my home. Best off if you hang outside. Don't come in, I'll only run and hide. Who can it be now? 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 Who can it be knocking at my door? Make no sound, tiptoe across the floor. If he hears, he'll knock all day. I'll be trapped, and here I'll have to stay. I've done no harm, I keep to myself. There's nothing wrong with my state of mental health. I like it here with my childhood friend. Here they come, those feelings again. Who can it be now? 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 These hippie men come to take me away. Why do they follow me? It's not the future that I can see. It's just my fantasy.
Staring at the ceiling, making friends with shadows on my wall. All night, hearing voices telling me that I should get some sleep, because tomorrow might be good for something. Hold on, feeling like I'm headed for a breakdown. And I don't know why, but I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little impaired. I know right now you don't care, but soon enough you're gonna think of me and how I used to be me. And talking to myself in public and dodging glances on the train. And I know they've all been talking about me. I can hear them whisper, and it makes me think there must be something wrong with me. Out of all the hours thinking, somehow I've lost my mind. But I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. Right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little impaired. I know right now you don't care, but soon enough you're gonna think of me and how I used to be. I've been talking in my sleep. Pretty soon they'll come to get me. Yeah, they're taking me I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little impaired. I know right now you don't care, but soon enough you're gonna think of me and how I used to be. Yeah, how I used to be. How I used to be. Well, I'm just a little on. How I used to be. How
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. My hero had the heart to live the life I want to live. And all I remember is thinking I want to be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. If there's no coincidence, I've come. And I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Yep. So starting out with some music in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. because that is May. Yeah, May is Mental Health Awareness month. If you didn't know, so. But anyway, let's see who's here. We got Robert Danbury Sports Highlights, Nate the Great, Matt Dummett, Yoda T, Traveling Fools, yo 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 yo, Big Orange, or Big Orange, yeah. Jerry Wells, Hoghead. Alright, so I'll go ahead and drop the StreamYard link. Yeah, Yoda says, yeah, I had a hot dog with onions, relish, and ketchup. All right. Well, according to Pete, uh, you and I should both be in jail. Yeah, I guess we can be cellmates. Yeah, according to Pete. And you know, Cello Green and Danger Mouse, and you went to UGA. Yeah, Yotia said, "I got your back, Vic." Yeah, I got your back too. Yoda. You got Yoda. What's up, Yoda?
Nothing much. Now, Vic, you know his name is CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green. Okay.
That's right. And him and Danger Mouse did that song, and Danger Mouse
Yep.
went to Georgia with me.
Oh, yep.
So that means Rec Talk can't listen to any more CeeLo Green since
Yeah.
you work
So
for
it.
artists for UGA.
So which song do y'all mean? You mean crazy or
Yep.
unwell?
Crazy. Yep.
Crazy. Yeah.
Maybe I'm
Maybe I'm
crazy.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm crazy.
That's it.
Yep. Yo, what's up? What's up, Joshua? Let's see. You're not really much going on right now. I guess there's not really any college football news. I think
Nope.
it's all calmed down, or any transfer portal news. I think everyone's been gotten out of the portal. That's gonna get gotten pretty much. So
The only news is the Braves aren't dog shit anymore. They're moving up the ranks.
yeah, yeah, we're not so terrible anymore. Yeah.
Correct.
Where are we? Look at that. We're actually third in the NL East. We were
Correct.
head of the Nationals and the Miami Marlins.
Those are facts. Yes, the Colorado
And now we're
Rockies.
only
Go ahead.
we're 14 and 16 now, so not so bad.
Mm-mm.
That's almost 500. So
Correct. Right there.
and then we started like was it like 1-7? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Those are facts. So we made up. Yep.
Yeah, the Rockies and the White Sox are just horrible. They
Correct.
both have like 6 wins. Well, it wasn't
Correct.
me. The Chicago White Sox have 8. The Rockies only have 6. So yeah, the Rockies are the worst team in the league.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That is true.
Yeah, NCAA disciplines 5 Iowa State staffers for sports gambling in Iowa State football program. Really, they're still getting more people at Iowa State are getting caught for 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 betting on Iowa State games. I mean, what didn't Iowa State had some players who were doing that? They had like a quarterback, so uh who ended up getting kicked off the team. So yeah, the Rock and now the staffers were doing it too. Colorado Rockies are the asshole of the MLB.
Now, Vic, I can't remember. Were you on TK's stream with Baker and they showed Pete the Meat Puppet?
Pete the Meat Puppet.
Yeah. Don't you?
No, I must have missed it. I guess it's kind of a late night stream. Yes, I
Yeah, it
guess
was
I
a late
must have
night.
missed
Yep,
it.
it was a late night stream, and they got me.
Yeah.
Pete the Meat Puppet was terrible.
Pete the Meat.
Yeah, exactly. It was a literal meat puppet, and Pete the Meat Puppet was down bad. He had to end up eating his own leg. Yeah, he was down bad. That was a down bad. Yeah, I can't even remember who sent it to TK, but yeah, Pete the Meat Puppet is down bad.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so what you think about the Falcons drafting Jalen Walker? Yeah, I'm glad that they finally that we finally took a Georgia player.
I was like, the Falcons had a decent draft, and just like
Yeah.
the Falcons, we're gonna have some kind of distraction. We had a decent draft, could have been fine, but then the Shador Sanders shit. Like,
Yep.
come on, Falcons.
Yeah, Jeff Ulbricht's son, was
Yeah,
the guy who prank called Shadur, yeah.
correct. It would
And
have
I
been.
think he ended up getting fined $100K, and the Falcons were fined $250K.
And it would have been okay had the dummy not realized that Shador Sanders got a new phone and only gave it to the NFL exec, so they were able to track it down fast to say, "Hey, this man, that wasn't his regular phone number.
Yeah.
Who did he get this number from?" And there it was.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, me and my son would have a strong talk. I'd be like,
Yep, that's right. You got it. You got it off of his
iPad.
dad's tablet. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right off of the iPad. Yeah.
Like, hey, son, yeah.
When
Why don't
when
you
when
come
I
on
thought that
home?
the NFL used those Microsoft tablets, but yeah,
It may be. It may be. I'm
yeah. So
saying
it
I
must
bet
have
it
been
could
one
be
of
the Wi-Fi
those.
Now,
center.
I think
correct
it
me
was
if I'm wrong. Now, what's up,
mm-hmm.
y'all? Correct me if I'm
What's up,
wrong.
TriStar?
But did it say? Did they put a graphic up when Jalen Walker was drafted? That was the first time since 1966 that a Georgia player was drafted in the first 2 rounds by the Falcons.
I can
Did I
believe
read
that.
that correctly?
Yeah,
That
wow.
sounds about
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Mm-mm.
Well, because I'm thinking like,
We've had all
you
that
know, like I said,
talent without it. Mm-hmm.
I'm a Tennessee fan, obviously, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Atlanta sports fan because being from Polk County, Tennessee, I'm an hour closer to Atlanta than I am to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime we want to go have fun that's not in Chattanooga, we go to Atlanta. So I'm extremely. I used to live in Metro Atlanta up in Kennesaw, so I'm very
Mm-hmm.
familiar with Metro Atlanta. And like I just kept saying that, you know, because when it comes to the Falcons, I don't give a shit if you went to Alabama or LSU, where I don't care. But when you've got Kirby pumping out defensive guys 80 miles to your east,
All right, I gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah,
No
yeah,
problem.
y'all keep talking.
No problem.
well, go piss.
Yeah.
Anyways, so my thing is you've got a coach 80 miles to your east in Athens, in Clark
Mm-hmm.
County, pumping out defensive talent like nobody's business,
Mm-hmm.
and you obviously have defensive issues,
Mm-hmm.
draft the motherfuckers.
You have told no lies. Ask the Eagles about all them them Georgia players they got to win the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
go watch the Super Bowl that just happened. Was it
Yes,
because of Jalen Hurts or was it because of Jalen Carter?
exactly. The Eagles said we'll take all the
But they tried
Bulldogs.
to say, oh, well, they didn't draft Jalen Carter because of the wreck and all that stuff.
Oh,
I
that's
said,
cool.
no.
You
I said,
dummies.
no. I said, the Falcons don't draft UGA players. They never have. Usually the only time that a Georgia player will ever end up in Atlanta is through a trade later on in their career or they're an undrafted free agent.
What accident did Roquan Smith have?
Exactly. What about Keely Ringo? What did he
Ex-
have? What about
exactly.
Nolan Smith? What did he have?
Exactly.
Jordan Davis, what did he have?
Thank you.
Jacoby
Thank you.
Dean, what did he
Thank you.
have?
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
yes, Jalen Carter, when he was at UGA, was a fucking idiot. I will agree with that. He was a fucking idiot. But still, though, that he's a physical specimen.
Let me ask a
Okay?
question. Have the Falcons never drafted an idiot before?
Oh, well, let's see. You had Jeff George, you had Michael Vick.
You can go through the list of idiots they didn't draft.
I mean, I hate to say it, but Peerless Price was kind of a dumbass,
Mm-hmm.
especially in his earlier years. But
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin, yeah, Calvin really couldn't lay out the casinos. You know,
Yep. Yep. So yeah.
he's probably spent too much time up in Murphy and Cherokee. That's probably what he was doing. He probably,
Correct.
yeah, I guarantee you probably seen his car going up and down 515 to Blue Ridge probably a lot.
Mhm.
You know.
Yep. I'll take an idiot I can win with. I'll take an idiot I can win with.
Yeah, like I just want our Falcons to win a fucking Super Bowl,
Just
and
one.
everybody keeps saying, well, you know, you're from Tennessee. Why are you a Falcons fan? I'm like, do you realize number one, they've been around they were around for 33 years
Mm-hmm.
before the Titans ever were. Number two, when you're in the Chattanooga area, you're literally on the fucking Georgia border.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, I am an hour closer to Atlanta than I am to Nashville. Number four, like literally, once you get into Dalton and Chatsworth, you're getting Atlanta TV. So, and the local news channels were always covering the Falcons because there's
Mm-hmm.
more Falcons fans in Chattanooga than are Titans fans.
There you have it.
And I'm glad he's doing extremely well, but I kind of wish he was with Atlanta, and that's Lab fucking McConkey, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
And see, a lot of people don't know this. I've known about Ladd since he was a little kid.
Okay.
See, because Chatsworth to where I'm from is like 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
He went to North Murray High School north of Chatsworth, up around what was it, Eton, I think, or somewhere at 411. He went to high school out there. He played football. He played basketball. He played all kinds of sports. He was great at it. And his dad takes him to a camp at UGA, and that's where he gets noticed because of his footwork.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirby goes up and watches him play basketball, and then that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about this, that was his only major offer. The only other major, I guess you could say, major offer he had was Vanderbilt. And then after Vanderbilt's like Kennesaw State, Georgia Southern, Jacksonville State, schools like UTC, Tennessee Chattanooga, schools like that. And I've had plenty of Tennessee people say, well, if he grew up there, why didn't he go to Tennessee?
Because he didn't offer him.
Tennessee did, and
I
said what? It said it wasn't from lack of effort. I said Benji McConkey, lad's father, and the head coach at North Murray was on the phone daily trying to tell Jeremy Pruitt, you need to get this kid up there and just fucking watch him. And he wouldn't do it. Well, hell, we could have had Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs grew up in Dalton, 20 minutes from him. We could have had Jahmyr Gibbs. But
y'all must have offered Jahmyr Gibbs because
we did, but it wasn't to be a running back; it was to be a corner.
Oh, okay, that's why. Mark Richt tried to recruit Cam Newton to be a tight end. So
right,
yeah, and Trevor Roman didn't. Yeah, well, I was going to say Jamal Lewis, Eric Berry. Wait, who else? What about Deshaun? Why didn't Deshaun Watson go to UGA? He's from Gainesville.
Straight out of Gainesville.
I mean, we've lost in-state players too. So, but not from lack of trying.
No. Jamal Lewis said, "Well, why didn't you go to Georgia?" He said they never recruited me. They said, what? What?
It's a problem. It's like Derrick Henry.
I'll tell you,
we never really recruited Derrick.
Derrick Henry's from South Florida, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, still, everyone wanted him, and we made. I was
going to say everybody wanted Derrick Henry. Yeah, Jamal Lewis from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Still lives in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Deion Grant.
But I know Deion Grant's another one.
Who's Deion Grant?
Deion Grant was a safety on the '98 national championship team.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And a funny little tidbit, Cole Kubelik said the loudest stadium he's ever been in was Neyland Stadium in '99. Auburn went to Tennessee. It was a night game at Neyland.
Yeah. Nature Boy says Derrick Henry was committed to UGA and Kirby stole him from us. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Derrick Henry was committed at
10,
1 point.
15 years ago. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so in that Auburn game, the quarterback for Auburn on the first play throws a pick six to Deion Grant, and he said that was the loudest he's ever heard a stadium. He said he's been to night games at LSU. He's been to Florida. He's been to all these, stadiums that are famous for their crowd noise, and he said nothing touches Neyland.
Yeah, Neyland be rocking. I'll give y'all that. Neyland be rocking.
Yeah, what's up, Smart?
Now, I will say, I'll give Sanford this out there in Athens. They've stepped their game up, since Kirby got there, because it used to be your rich, preppy boys that went there. But now you got all them damn rednecks out in Toccoa coming down there. But, yeah, it's what it is. Now, I'll tell you another one. I'm so glad they're doing this year is you got LSU actually going to Clemson. Like, not neutral site. They're not playing in New Orleans. They're not playing in Atlanta or Charlotte. They're actually going to Clemson, South Carolina. And I love it. And then Clemson's got to go to LSU next year. I love it. Because here's my thing. I hate neutral site college football games. In my opinion, there should only be 2. Outside of your conference championships and bowl games and playoffs, whatever. In my opinion, in the regular season, there should only be 2 neutral site games that are consistent: Army, Navy, and Oklahoma, Texas. That's it. Other than that, Georgia, Florida should be rotated between Athens and Gainesville.
No disagreement there.
And one of my few of my cousins are from Gainesville, and they're Florida fans. And apparently, from the Florida fan base, they want the home and home too. And I've seen apparently they're going to play one game in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, and then the next year they're going to Tampa.
Correct. That's because they're working on the stadium in Jacksonville.
Well, I know they should have just played it in Athens and Gainesville. Yeah, play one in Athens and play one game in
Wow.
Gainesville.
I don't
Is what
understand
they
why they're
should
so
have done.
reluctant to move that game out of Jacksonville.
Is what they
I don't
Because
should have
Jacksonville's
done.
paying them so much money.
Is what they
Well,
should have done.
fuck the money. Listen, they got to
Athens
listen.
and
people-
Gainesville.
These universities, see, this
Not
is why I laugh
Tampa
at
and
people.
Atlanta. That's
Well, this is
bullshit.
why I laugh at people when they talk about how these schools, if they don't get that extra $20 million in TV money, they're going to be staying in line at the soup kitchen. I said, do you understand the endowments of these universities?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're in the billions. That TV contract that y'all keep bragging about, they could wipe their ass with it. So to sit here and say, oh, well, they just pay us so much money. No, you're just being a greedy son of a bitch. That's
Yeah,
all
I
they
know.
are.
But
And they
let's
always
true. I
will
mean
be.
that both fan bases, want
Both
that
fan
game
bases wanted to
moved
be
out of
at each other's state.
Jacksonville.
Both of them
Exactly.
I've not heard one Florida fan or one Georgia fan saying that they want it in Jacksonville, except for people that live in the Jacksonville area.
Mhm.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Like the only Georgia fans I've heard say that they like it in Jacksonville live on the I-95 corridor from Savannah to Jacksonville. That's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, like if it's a Georgia fan and they live in Dublin, they want it in Athens.
Yeah.
If they live in Toccoa, they want it in Athens. If they live in Blue Ridge or Blairsville, they want it in Athens.
Yep.
Let me tell you a little secret, TriStar.
Yes, sir.
Universities don't care about the fans. Ask about the spring games.
Exactly. And again, what was it? Yoda. I can't read the name.
Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Yoda.
Yoda.
Okay,
too.
Yoda.
Yoda.
I'll smarten you up a little
Star
bit, as I've
Wars,
told it.
yeah.
Yoda, I'll smarten you up a little bit, as I've told everybody. See, a couple of my family members, let's just say they donated enough money to the University of Tennessee to be able to go to the meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Not, they're not like a Jimmy Haslam or nothing like that, but they donated enough to be able to go to the meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Because my cousin's husband is a former UT football player.
Okay.
Well, everything that I'm being told from them is completely different than what the media is reporting. I'll give you an example. The media wants to tell you that we're going to end up having these 2 super conferences. Oh, it's going to be the SEC versus the Big Ten, and it's all about brands and naming and TV. That's all bullshit. You want to tell you what I hear? It's all eventually, once basically the universities get tired of just taking all this money and they see that they pissed off their whole fan base, it's all going to end up going back regional. Like, you're not going to have it where Washington and Rutgers or Stanford and Boston College share the same conference. It's not financially feasible. It's not long lasting. You're already losing fans. And before people watch this come at me and say, well, the ratings, fuck the ratings. Here's the thing. Let me give you an example. Number one, here's Exhibit A. The national championship game that just happened in Atlanta between Ohio State and Notre Dame, 2 of the biggest national brands in college football. Notre Dame is such a huge brand that they have an international presence. Okay? We're not talking Kennesaw fucking State here. We're talking Notre Dame and Ohio State. You can't get 2 bigger brands in college football. Yeah. I understand the success Alabama's had, and I know what success Georgia's had and all that, but I'm sorry, in terms of a national brand, you're not touching Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what's your point?
You had less viewers this most recent national championship than the previous year's national championship, which was Michigan. Now, Michigan is a huge national brand, and Washington. Washington is not even close to that.
No.
How is it that that game had more viewers? Somebody explain that to me. How is it that a game where you have one big brand and a medium brand versus two ginormously big brands, and the one that's got the two ginormously big brands gets less viewers?
Yeah, no, Squid Card. He hasn't said anything about conference realignment yet. Anyway, continue.
Hey, Squid, just sit there and worry about your 10,000 subscribers. Congratulations, buddy. Anyways, so my thing
D.
is,
Taylor. Yeah, what's up, D?
Well, if you saw a Tennessee hat in England, they're probably traveling, or they might be in the military. I don't know. Anyways, back to my point. My point is that with all these changes that they've made in moving teams away from their history and all these insane rules changes with changing the championship structures, and you know what I mean, just all these like monumental changes happening at one time, like not giving a chance to breathe. Everything happening so fast, it's running people off because everybody keeps saying, well, you know, they're trying to be like the NFL. College athletics, I don't want to just say college football, but college athletics will never be like a pro league. Here's why. When it comes to pro leagues, whether it's the NFL, MLB, NBA, whatever, they rely heavily on casuals. Like college football, for example, 80% of college football's audience is diehard fans. And when you piss off the diehards and they leave by changing everything about what made it what it was, which is what they've done, what they did to NASCAR, you are running off a lot of your diehard fans to where you're not going to have nearly the viewership. Your attendance is going to start going down because they keep going up on the ticket prices, and it's not just in Tennessee. I've heard it's ridiculous in Athens too. It's like nobody can afford to go to games anymore. So when you're playing with fire, just trying to chase money, it never works out. It never does. You might have a short-term bump, but you're going to hit a very, very long-term valley. Does that make sense what I just said?
Yes.
Like, for example, the spring games that did happen, because not everybody canceled their spring games. That was only a handful of teams, but most did have their spring games. There were way less people at them. Because Tennessee, for example, at their the orange and white game, they're usually getting, on average before this year, they were getting 50, 60, 70,000 people there. There was maybe 15,000 people at Neyland Stadium for that spring game. It's like nobody gave a shit.
Nope.
They're not going to play their starters because, they'll say it's injury, like, we don't want them getting injured. No, it's bullshit. You just don't want, Ohio State calling them saying, hey, come play for us. AKA tampering, because tampering has ran rampant the last few years. And yes, Tennessee is guilty of it too. Georgia's guilty of it. All schools are guilty of it.
Yeah.
So
we have 35. We have 35K at G Day. I mean that's half of what we usually get.
Usually at Georgia's like 80,000. It won't sell out, but there's usually at least 70, 75,000 people.
Exactly. That's about. So that's.
But it wasn't just at Georgia and Tennessee. Go Alabama, Auburn. Go look at all of them. It's the same thing.
That's
just a
half
tank
of
attendance.
Yes, that's half of what they normally get at
Oh, it was
GA.
more. It was way less than half.
Less than half. Less than half. Well, I mean, if who normally goes, there's normally they don't fill up the the stadium anyway. But yeah,
Yeah, usually they'll do like the lower section, or they'll have a section closed or something like that.
yeah,
Like they
yeah.
might have the south end zone closed, or whatever. But what I'm saying is that right now the people at the universities are starting to get worried of them running off the fans because it's
They should
starting to
be.
happen
They
See,
should
because
be.
here,
of all the changes.
Yeah, they
here's the
should be.
here's the interesting problem with that, because they made the same argument about the NBA. They said viewership has dropped every year, and it has. It has. You know, the NBA is more profitable than it has ever been. Their profits has
More
gone up every year, and their viewership has gone down.
wait, are you talking about is more profitable? Like it's
Yes,
profit?
yes, yes.
Oh, okay, I can explain that. I'm sorry, I'm going around a turn and
No
that
problem. No
fucking
problem. No
buzzer.
problem.
But so when it comes to the NBA, the reason is because they're charging way more for tickets because they got to make up the difference.
Well,
It's the same thing with NASCAR. It's the same thing with any sport. Same thing with professional wrestling. Like for example, I know it's not a wrestling show, but I'll give you an example. People will talk about how WrestleMania this year made so much money, but there were less people there than what was there last year. It's because they
Yeah, the year
upcharged the
before.
tickets.
well, it's a
It's
little
the
bit more
same
complicated
thing.
than that by the NBA, but I get your point. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure also too has something to do with the video games or merchandise sales and stuff. Because I mean,
Exactly. Yes. They have profits in all kind
what
of different things. Yes.
right? Yeah, it's not just the be all end alls of tennis, but that does play a big role. Is that they are charging way more for
Mhm.
tickets, and
Mhm.
that's across all sports. I mean, for God's sakes, I'll use Tennessee baseball as a good example. Before COVID, you you couldn't give away Tennessee baseball tickets before COVID. Like literally, you couldn't even give them away, and that stadium would be half empty. Now there's a waiting list just to get tickets, and they're outrageously expensive now.
That's
Like
right.
used to be to go watch Tennessee play baseball, you'd spend maybe $30, $40, if that. Now you're spending a few 3, 4, 500. They've astronomically went up. The reason I know that because my dad's a season ticket holder for baseball. Has been for years because he loves college baseball.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's insane. Like, and that's the problem is that they keep raising the prices and raising the prices, and the justification is oh well the coaches' contracts are getting more expensive. Yeah, but if you go look at the inflation calculators for what tickets were 30, 40 years ago, and you do the inflation calculator to get to how much with that price it will be today, a lower level ticket for say Tennessee, Florida in 98. I'm talking lower level. I'm not talking nosebleeds.
Mhm.
I'm talking lower level, like near the field, with the inflation calculator used came out to around $350. And that's for lower section for a top 5 matchup in a night game at Neyland Stadium. Nowadays, you're not sitting anywhere close to the field unless you're paying at least a few grand.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
So,
a
and
fact.
I'm sure it's the same way at Georgia.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They keep running this problem. And one thing you're starting to see is road attendance is starting to go down too. Because think about this: if you're an Oregon fan, if you're going to watch Oregon play on the road, where do you think they'd rather go watch? Washington State or Rutgers?
I think they'd rather go to Washington or Washington State. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's drivable. Like even California, like if
Or
it's like
Oregon State.
USC, yeah,
Well, I
even
mean,
though yeah,
Oregon State.
USC and USC is kind of far, it's still like you're just going one state and you're in the same time zone. It's not this huge transition.
No.
And everything out west is a lot more spread out anyways.
Yeah.
But y'all's thoughts on my comments about everything. I want to get y'all's feedback and the people watching's feedback.
It all sounds good. Yeah.
Until folk stop selling out stadium, until something changes, nothing will change.
Yeah. Something has to change before.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's usually how it is, with anything.
Mhm.
Shit has to hit the fan before any real change
Oh, it's going to be
happens.
coming to that. For example, I can tell you this. The shit's about to hit the fan with NIL contracts. I can tell you that right now. You know why, don't you? Because of Nico and Madden Iamaliava.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, no, I think NIL contracts will still be fine. It'll be what they get paid from the universities because they'll be employees. But your side deals, like with the NBA and everything,
They're not going to be. Listen, I'll go with that. They're not going to be employees. That's not going to happen. Because
you
then when
can't
you
tell
do
me as
that,
the president of Nike what I can pay somebody.
no, listen. Here's what it is. If you make them employees, you're going to have to make basketball players employees. You have to make softball players employees. You're going to have to do it for every single sport. Because then if you don't, then it runs to a Title IX issue.
No, they'll make them
Yeah.
all employees. But my side contracts, Caitlin Clark, will be the WNBA plays their players a certain amount. But Clayton Clark makes millions of dollars. Why? Because she has side deals. That's what NIL
Well,
will
yeah,
still
she's
be.
got endorsements.
Correct.
And the thing,
NIL would be simply
that's a good
endorsement.
little transition to WNBA.
No, but that's what I was saying. The NIL will still be what I paid somebody for.
It'll be there, but
that's what I'm getting at. But what they pay for government employee, that's two separate issues. Nico's problem was, here's what I did. I
his
came to you,
daddy.
boss.
That was the
No,
problem. His daddy.
no. I came to you, boss. Hey, boss. I had my first year review. Well, I crashed 12 trucks. I'm a truck driver. I crashed 12 trucks. I did all this. I did a terrible job. You need to pay me more money. The fuck are you talking about? Your review was terrible. Yeah, but you should pay me more money. What? What? You didn't come there with a great review. Your review was awful. And then said pay me more money.
Well, see, here's what happened with that. Nico Sr., his dad, Nico Sr., during the season was already shopping around Nico. He shopped around to Miami.
What was his what was he doing on the field? Again, when you go for contract reviews, you should have Derrick Henry when he went for a contract, or Saquon Barkley. Hey, I put out these numbers. Oh, this was my worst season ever. I had 100 yards rushing in 16 games. You should pay me more money. You can get the hell on. He had no leverage of anything because he had a bad season. How good was Nico's season? Yeah. It wasn't good at all.
I mean, it was okay. I think he got a little better as the season went on.
Stop. No, it wasn't. Stop. Look how you even said that. He was okay. No. I'm going out for contract review, and I had a terrible season.
Oh, no. Okay. You're going for contract negotiation.
Yes. Yes. So you can put it on his dad, but hey, Dad, we did not have a good year. Why am I asking for more money and I didn't have a good year? What? Any job would say, what? We were thinking about firing you, but thank you for helping us fire you.
Yeah, are you smoking something right now?
Right. You're coming up from negotiations. You had a terrible year.
And
no.
not only and where he fucked up is if he was going to do that, why didn't you just hit the portal in the winter after the season?
Facts. Those are facts.
Because then you might. I'm sure there would have been an SEC team out there willing to pay him, or another team out there willing to pay him. But
remember, he couldn't just transfer to the SEC because then he would have to sit out a year.
Right. He would have to forfeit the season.
Yep.
But that wasn't going
Then
to
why would I
happen.
pay you when you have to forfeit
And
the season?
right. And the only reason, really, there was two reasons why he ended up going to UCLA. Number
Mm-hmm.
one, that was the only power school that was willing to take him.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, it's he's going back home because he's from the
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles area.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going back home. And another thing too, it's going to get fun and juicy with this whole lawsuit that Arkansas's collective is filing against his brother. That's about to get really juicy. And
Yep.
what ends up happening with that is I think you're going to start seeing buyouts. Like if you don't go through the full contract, obviously there probably be exceptions, like if you go to the draft or something like that.
Correct.
But if it's like you're just transferring to another power level school that's at the same level of school you're at, like for example, say, you are a player A at Tennessee and you transfer to say LSU, then there should be a buyout because that's our competition.
Mhm.
We're in direct competition. Now, if he goes from Tennessee to, I don't know, Tennessee State or Chattanooga or something, I wouldn't really put because he's taking a step down. He's going down in competition. I wouldn't do a buyout for that. But I think they're going to have it where you got buyout clauses where if you go to another team in conference or a power level team that's in one of the major four, then there will be a buyout.
Mhm.
And I think that's what's going to be coming. Now, like I said, do I know that for sure? No, I don't know because
No,
I don't think.
but you're on it because they already have that in place for coaches.
Yeah, well, the
They
same thing
already
with
have that for
coaches.
right. It's already it's
Well,
already in place.
and
They can just
everybody
copy
talked
them. Yeah.
about, well, coaches can go where they want. Yeah, but there's also a buyout of their contract. It's
Yep.
same thing in any sport. Like if the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons decides, I want to go to the Vikings,
Yeah,
there's a
hold on. Yeah,
contract buyout.
yeah. What's up?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Alan? Yeah, it's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah,
And all
yeah,
jokes
good to
aside,
see you. Yeah.
Colorado had to pay Jackson State $250,000 to buy Dion out of his contract. Of course, that was no money for
Exactly.
Colorado, but yeah, you still have to buy him out. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's still a buyout.
right. Agreed.
Well, see, like I'll give you. Speaking of him, man, is that a bad look now to retire Shadur Sanders? Travis Hunter, I understand. He won a Heisman, memorable player. I totally understand that. But Shadur, I don't
Look,
know
his
if.
daddy was again. We can't
Well,
ask Bill
yeah.
Belichick about his son being on his coaching staff. We can't compare fathers.
Well, though,
Right.
I was going to say the whole reason Bill Belichick even took that job at North Carolina is to set his son up. That's
Correct. So
literally it.
people have done things for their children, so I don't even throw that in the mix.
And
Makes you
I
feel
can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing.
right.
Like if that's something to set, my daughter up to
Right.
be successful for years to come, I'd probably be doing the same thing. So
Correct. So
I
that's why I don't
can't.
even. Of course, Shadur Sanders shouldn't have his number retired. Again, Cordell Stewart doesn't have his number retired, and he did so much more for Colorado.
Wait. What about Rashawn Salam? He won the Heisman. Is his number retired?
They finally did after he died.
Yeah, do it after he's dead.
Who's Rasham Salam?
He was a running back at Colorado. He won the Heisman in '94.
Correct.
He set all the rushing.
Right. Well, his number and his number got retired
After he died.
Oh, okay.
After he died.
So it took so long. So yes, correct. Yes, there's
So
correct. No, his number should not be retired, but that's his dad. And again, I don't put.
well, hey, good for them in the Big 8. Good for them, in the Big 8.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think about TriStar? What do you think about Joey Aguilar?
Joey Aguilar.
Yeah.
We'll see. Now, I think the thing that does concern me was when he was at App State, he was kind of prone to throwing interceptions. I mean, yeah, he put up a lot of yards and touchdowns and all that, but he was kind of a little turnover happy. Now, One thing you can say about Heupel's quarterbacks, even going back to when he was quarterback coach and offense coordinator at Oklahoma, his quarterbacks don't throw a lot of interceptions. So
Yeah,
I don't think Heupel will put him in a situation where he's throwing like 15 picks.
hopefully not.
But again, you know, we won't know until the season. I think when we play Georgia week 3, that's going to be the litmus test of truly, like, is he going to be a fit? Now, I think still Tennessee at minimum is an 8 to 9 win team with the pieces that we do have. Yes, we are, we got a lot of new guys, this is going to be a very young team. But the reason I'm not as worried about it as you would normally be is because tell me a top contending team going into the season that is not having to basically replace most of their starting production. Georgia's having replaced a lot. Alabama's replacing a lot. LSU's got a good amount of theirs back. We don't play them. Like the only losable games, like realistically losable games, I see on Tennessee's schedule is obviously the big three: Georgia, Florida, Alabama, and then maybe Oklahoma. Outside of that, I don't see us losing to Arkansas. I don't see us losing to Mississippi State. I don't see us losing. Syracuse lost a lot, and they don't have the talent to keep up with us. I don't see anything worse than at worst an 8-4. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I just don't see, some Florida State type collapse. I just don't see that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I
I don't
agree.
either.
I agree.
And the reason I say with Oklahoma, because I think Oklahoma has the potential to be a pretty dang good team this year. I like the pieces that they brought in out of the portal. I like John Mateer as a quarterback. We'll see. But I think Tennessee's defense is going to be just as good as it was last year. And I think the two-headed monster of Peyton Lewis and, God, who's the other running back? Damn, his name slipped me. He's a Knoxville kid. Damn. So, Vic, look it up. You're in
What?
front of a computer.
Look what up. What?
The running back room of Tennessee.
Sure. All right. Here we go.
I don't know. His name is slipping me. When you say his name, I'll know who you're talking
All right. Here. All right. So I'll go ahead and share the screen. Let's see. Here's the 2025 football roster.
Deshaun Bishop. That's it. Deshaun Bishop. Literally, his name just hit me. So you're going to have a two-headed running back room in Peyton Lewis and Deshaun Bishop.
Yeah,
Peyton Lewis is your more physical type. Physically, he kind of makes me think of Derrick Henry. Now, I don't know if he's going to have the type of production Derrick Henry had, but just watching him physically, like how big he is, and he's like fast for his size.
They have this in order by numbers. I'm trying to see if I can. That they're just sort by position. There we go. There's DBs.
Yeah, it's
RBs.
Big. It's Deshaun Bishop. That's who it is.
Here I found Deshaun Bishop,
Peyton Lewis,
Hunter Barnes, Peyton Lewis, Justin Baker, and Don Morris. Okay.
You're going to have a rotation of Peyton Lewis and Deshaun Bishop, but Peyton Lewis is going to be your primary running back. One.
Yes, Deshaun Bishop, who's called is that Beanie Bishop?
Oh,
Yeah, Beanie Bishop.
Who's that supposed to be? His grandmother? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
who the hell is Beanie Bishop?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But I'm just saying though that Deshaun Bishop and Peyton Lewis is your 1-2 at running back. Offensive line, I feel pretty good about. The guys we got. David Sanders is going to be your starting right tackle. Lance Hurd is your starting left tackle. Both of them were 5 stars coming out of high school. Your starting center is going to be William Satterwhite. And then your 2 guards are going to be Wendell Moe and the dude we got from Notre Dame.
Wendell Moe.
I forget the other one's name, but he transferred from Notre Dame. His older brother is on the staff. I don't know why I can't think of his name, but I like those pieces.
Whose name?
The dude that transferred from Notre Dame. His
Dude.
guard.
Guard. Okay, I'm looking at all the OLs.
His brother is on the staff. You can probably just go on Twitter or something, look up transfer from Notre Dame to Tennessee or something like that.
Yeah. As we go to transfer portal. Okay, we're gonna change recruit and change recruit to transfer. Okay, we go change recruit to transfer. And
we didn't get a lot of guys out of the portal.
Yeah, there you go. 7 commits out of the portal. All right, here we go. You got Colton Hood from cornerback Colorado.
There he is right there.
You have
Sam Pendleton is his name.
Sam Pendleton. Yeah,
that's your other guard
from Notre Dame, Tennessee. You got Joey Agler, quarterback from UCLA. You got a defensive lineman, Josh Shell from I don't know what that. Grand Valley State.
I think that's either a FCS or a JUCO.
Yeah, you got Amari Jefferson, wide receiver, Alabama.
Chattanooga,
you got
Chattanooga boy.
Right, you got Star Thomas, a running back from Duke, and you've got Wendell Moe, another
from Arizona
guard from Arizona. So, and then who's leaving? Y'all got 25 leaving. That includes Nico. Yeah, so y'all lose anyone else of significance besides Nico?
No. But I'm telling you, man, I think that Tennessee locker room is going to be a motivated son of a bitch this year.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, Arizona's winning the Big 12. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Texas Tech is winning the Big 12. Yeah, that honestly wouldn't surprise me either.
Well, the Big 12 for now, I'd say Arizona State.
Yeah.
Because they're actually returning a lot off
Right.
last
Yeah.
year's team.
Even though they lose Cam Scatabo, but yeah. Well, Grand Theft Auto 6 got delayed again. Yeah, now it's supposed to not release until yeah until next year. So yeah, so at first it was supposed to release this year, but now they have a yeah next year. I think it says
But
going to be
I
in
do laugh
May
what, yeah.
in
Now, I
May
want to
of
say,
2026.
I do laugh at what Joshua George said. Tennessee will go 8-4 with QB problems.
Yeah, yeah. Joshua says GA6 will be $120 when it finally arrives. Yeah, when it finally drops. Yeah. Matt says when GTA 7 arrives, I'll be 60.
Yeah, what do you think takes longer, a Grand Theft Auto release or a Tool album release?
I know, right? Right. Yeah. When did GTA 5 come out? Remember when that like 2013 or something, right? When that 2013 I think was when GTA 5 came out. Yeah, 2013. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Colby and Matt, Joshua. Yeah, 2013. That means it's been 12 years. Yeah, it's been 12 years, so it'll be like 13 years, assuming that it actually releases next year. Freshman year of college. Wow. That's right. Yeah, that was my sophomore year of high school that GTA 5 came out. Well, GTA you Miami, yeah, you mean Vice City. No, I think that is supposed to be I thought it was supposed to be a huge map. I thought it was supposed to include uh, 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 Liberty City, uh, Vice City, and San Andreas, and it's basically going to put all of those maps into one map. I thought that's what they were gonna do. You know, Miami, Florida. You mean you mean Vice City? Yeah, yeah. Vice City is like Miami. You don't think so? Okay. Who really knows? Well, I mean, if it's taken them this long, I mean that. I mean that map. But I mean that map. Better be massive if it's taken them this long and they had to delay it again. Yeah, how long ago was the trailer? I mean, what they had the trailer like 2 years ago was when they came out with the trailer. Okay, okay, okay. It's 2023. Yes, that was 2 years ago. Okay. All right, got the StreamYard link. If I want to join Joshua or Colby, if y'all can join, there's the link. Yeah, I don't know what happened to TriStar. I guess he just had a bad connection. Cannibalism will cure disease that eat your brain.
You what? You what? Oh my God! Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well, fuck.
Emotional damage.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, look everybody! Kevin's back! Kevin, we love you!
Oh my God!
I missed the part where that's my problem.
You know how much I'm worried about the national championship again? Not at all, boy.
Debauchery!
You should have thought of that earlier.
You what? You what?
If one is two, I'll bet. And three, well, it's just good business.
Yeah, when are they going to make an R-rated Darth Vader series? Soon, hopefully. I don't know. Haven't heard anything about one.
Have you ever considered not being a simp?
I watched it happen. I saw it happen. Don't tell me it didn't happen.
Yeah, don't tell me it didn't happen.
They're laughing at us. I hear it in my sleep.
Yeah, they're laughing at us.
Yeah. Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Fuck the king. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Pain.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
All right, guys, where are we off to today? Lunch in the zoo.
Yep, the zoo.
Oh, you gotta give him that hood. Spit on that thing.
Oh no!
You're my boy, Blue!
Okay, that's all I got. Yeah, that's all the stingers I got. Yeah, GTA 6 is gonna be great. Yeah, it better be. Yeah, it better be. All right, there's the link. Again. Yeah, let's come on in. Yeah. Uh, yeah, always hit the join in a minute. Remember a video game that lasted 15 years to release. Yeah, or 13 years to release. I figure how much. How much time between Tool albums? Yes, the last Tool album was Fear Inoculum, which came out in 2019. And then what about the album before that? Let's see. Yeah, I guess it was 10,000 days. So, yeah, so I guess 10,000 days was the previous Tool album, and it was 2006. So yes, that was that's 13 years between the two most recent Tool albums. Yeah, because I know TriStar was asking me earlier, how long did it take for those? Yeah, okay. It said Duke Nukem Forever took 15 years. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've never. Yeah, I've never heard of that game. Yeah. Yeah, Hoghead says Boston would go years between albums. Okay, we're back. I lost my connection for a second. What are my top 5 favorite bands? 5 favorite bands. Well, I mean, let's see the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles. I think they're pretty good. Let's see. Let's see. Aerosmith was a good band. Let's see what else you got. What else you got? The the Rolling Stones. I think they're pretty good. Let's see the the Beatles. How many are we up to? Is it the Eagles, Aerosmith, the Stones, the Beatles? One more. Yep. Yeah, Pink Floyd was pretty good. Yeah, Van Halen when David Lee Roth was with Van Halen. Yeah, I don't really like the Van Halen after they had after they had Sammy Hagar. Yeah, it just wasn't the same. Yeah, Bad Company's a good one. Yeah, Led Zeppelin. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, not really into Metallica. Not really into that kind of, metal or whatever it's called, or kind of metal or heavy metal or whatever kind of metal it's called. Never really was. Never really was into that Metallica or Disturbed or of Avenged Sevenfold. I never really got into any of those kind of bands, but what about AC/DC? I think they were pretty good. Nirvana. The Doors pretty good. Nirvana and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We got some good bands here. The Allman Brothers. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, Pink Floyd. Yep. Yeah, Ozzy and Black Sabbath. I think I think I like my mom Ozzy's solo stuff over his Black Sabbath stuff. I mean, solo, Ozzy, like, Mama, I'm Coming Home and Crazy Train. The Foo Fighters. I never really got into the Foo Fighters either, but Seether. I've never really listened to Seether either. Deep Purple. Smoke on the Water. Yeah. Down, 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 down. Yeah. Well, anyway, probably, I guess the one Metallica song that I know, I guess, would be Enter Sandman. I think that's really the only Metallica song that I really know. And of course, Disturbed. I know the Down with the Sickness. Yeah, I've heard that one. It's probably the only Disturbed song that I could name. But Godsmack again. I couldn't name one song from Godsmack, but
Victor.
yeah, what's up?
Oh, nothing.
Yep.
Were you gonna get Grand Theft Auto?
GTA 6. Yeah, when it comes out. Yeah.
What's the first thing you're gonna do
What?
in the game?
Well, I don't know. I guess play the game. I guess.
You ain't gonna go to the strip club, are you?
Go to the strip club. Yeah, I might. Yeah.
You
But
might.
I don't think that would be the first thing I would do. But I guess the first thing I would do is do the first mission. I guess.
Well, that's a good answer.
Here's listening to Tedeschi Trucks. Yeah, never heard of them. Widespread Panic that I have heard of. Yeah, Widespread Panic is from Athens. So Government Mule. Yeah, never heard of Steely Dan. Yeah, I know that one. This the Are You Reeling in the Years? Yeah, War. Yeah, don't know that one. Humphreys Maggie. What is that? And Fish. With a PH. Yeah, what's up, GF Sports?
Can you sing a song for me, Vic?
Sure.
Okay. Can you pull up the karaoke lyrics for it?
Okay. All right. What's the song?
It's called 50K.
50K.
Yeah.
Okay. By who?
I think it's by Gucci Mane.
50K. Yeah, Gucci Mane. Karaoke.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think I've heard of that song before, but
Well, good thing it's got the lyrics for you.
let's see. I'm trying to find a video. Official instrumental. Well, yeah, she was Waka Flocka Flame. Yeah, featuring Gucci Mane.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, well, I'm finding instrumental. I found Gucci Mane, Lemonade. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find a version that has the words to. I can find a version that's instrumental. I can't really find a.
Oh, you can find it.
Ready to tackle your debt? We can help. A Stretch Financial Wellness Vision subscription can help you visualize your debt picture, boost your financial IQ.
I guess I'll have to share my screen. Yeah, see, this is just the instrumental, but there's no lyrics. You get official instrumental.
One deep in my phantom ghost. Bad bitch with me, where my manners go. Turn up. My youngin' sick, what a antidote. Hey, geekin'.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one. You got to sing that one.
Okay.
Aiming at your top, bust your cantaloupe. He 46 and he's still selling.
Okay, and see that Joshua put a link for me. So yeah, Joshua put in a link for me. Yeah, Joshua. Here it is. He found me the lyrics. Okay. I guess this could work. All right. Let me know when it's supposed to start.
Well, I think you got to go to the other page, and
Yeah,
then go
I know.
to sync.
Yeah. Where's that at?
Under to do, at the right.
What?
Bottom right.
To do. Oh, okay. Okay. Because I can continue with to continue with Google. Let's see. There we go. Language. Here we go. Okay.
Make sure you accept all those cookies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there. I'll accept all cookies. Okay. Continue. Other languages, I'm gonna say save. Okay. All right. I'm drinking champagne, one deep in my phantom ghost. Bad bitch with me wondering where my manners go. I'm drinking champagne, one deep in my phantom ghost. All right. I'm drinking champagne, one deep in my phantom ghost. Bad bitch. I'm drinking champagne, one deep in my phantom ghost. Bad bitch with me wondering where my manners go. I'm drinking champagne, one deep in my phantom ghost. Yeah, fine. Yeah, was that okay? Or
I guess. I don't know where. It seems like it should tell you when to sing or not.
No, it doesn't.
Who sent this link? They set you up.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I can't. It won't let me scroll up and down. I mean, I can only use I'll try to use the arrows. Yeah, there's no scroll bar. The only thing I can do is use the mouse, but that goes down too far. If I try to roll the mouse, it just okay.
But how do you know when to sing or not?
A million, keep it hood. Pay the extra 60 for that still hood. Phantom goals gotta living good. Turn up, be a bitch wanna. Hey, come here, shawty. I bet you wanna fuck her. Okay, what's not letting me go down? Yeah, it won't. It won't let me. It won't. Okay, now it's letting me go down, but again, I go too far. Hook. 54 showing my selling swag. She a red bottom for sure working back. I'ma get my money, don't use the card to protect. Before I leave my effing house, grab my pistol and my flag. Some niggas the bins that be playing with a chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we tried, didn't we?
Yep.
Well, there's always next time.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Squidtard can use AI to make me sing that song, but
Yeah, probably so.
yeah, I think that that Squidtard had to got his AI channel shut down.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. Yes, maybe you should try to do another one. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think maybe he should start up another Slav AI channel. But
Vic, who do you think will win in a fight? One man or 10 million ants?
yeah, probably the 10 million ants, probably. I think that if you get bit by 10 million ants, I'm gonna guess that you're probably gonna die. So
Yeah, but you just gotta like not let them bite you. You know, gotta move around quick.
it depends what kind of ants.
I'm gonna just like regular ants.
So we're not like big ants. We're not thinking like bullet ants.
No.
Like
Just
bullet ants or Amazon ants or
no. How big are these Amazon ants?
pretty big. They're like an inch long. Yeah.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah, we
pretty
couldn't
big.
survive that.
No. Or like the bullet ant. Yeah. They say that the bullet ant is one of the most painful stings. So I mean, I think that that is like the second most painful insect sting. The first being the executioner wasp. So.
Well, Vic, I'm gonna hop off of here. I gotta go bring the groceries in.
Okay. Bye, Kobe.
See ya.
Yeah, I think that if you took 10 million ant bites, you're definitely going down. Yeah. Or ant stings or whatever. Yeah, you wrong. Yeah, Lou says he's gonna win a game show at 8 p.m. on Wreckman channel. All right, there's StreamYard link. Galu, did you know that GTA 6 has been delayed for another year? Man, that's some bullshit. What's up?
Hi, Vic. Sorry about the link. I didn't know that it was useless. But
Nah,
why did Kobe
that's
set
alright,
you
you
up
try.
like?
I don't know why Kobe wanted me to sing that Gucci Mane, that Waka Flocka Flame and Gucci Mane song. Yeah, I don't know.
He set you up, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
You know, you were talking about like cannibalism and like the
Yeah, we're
midday
doing
show.
that on the on the midday show. Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, we was
there's
just
like
waiting for college football 26.
you know, there's a disease called Kuru or something that
Yeah,
comes from
I know you told us Kuru. Yeah,
like
Kuru.
yeah, like when there was like scientists that went to like
Here
Papua
we
New
go.
Guinea,
Kuro disease. Okay.
like went to Papua New Guinea, like to see like well there was a lot of cannibalism done there, like ritual cannibalism, and they saw like the byproduct
Ritual
after.
cannibalism.
So like young people that eat their human flesh became more like ill and they become skeletons and stuff. So yeah, it's not a good thing. I think they also saw that in Syria when the ISIS kind of decapitated and eat people. It's disgusting. Are we now friends with ISIS now in Syria? That's kind of
Are we friends with ISIS? No.
no, like who's in charge right now? Is this like some ISIS leader?
Well, no, I don't know. I don't really hear. Yeah, we don't really hear anything about ISIS anymore. No.
Yeah, but like ISIS became like part of the government there because like you know the rebels like in Syria, like they became the established government there.
Yeah,
it's messed up. So messed up. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up, Millis? Yeah, there's the link if you wanna come on in.
I was thinking about like a team that could surprise people this year. Like,
Surprise!
I think you know.
It's gonna be a surprise team. Yeah, surprise, motherfucker.
Indiana could go a little bit far in the playoffs, but that's not a surprise though. Like you have that they have like another transfer quarterback that from Cal Berkeley. What's another team that can make the playoffs secretly? I don't know. You know, like Vicky bet on Illinois not making the final 25. I agree with you. They're not that good.
What's up, Viktube? How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, Millis?
Hi, Joshua. How are y'all this evening?
Doing good.
All right, all right. Now, what's this? Yeah. What are we looking at here?
Is that a tractor?
This is a.
This is a 4x4. 4x4, yeah.
This is a Kawasaki ATV 4-wheeler.
Yeah, 4-wheeler. Yeah, 4-wheeler.
Yeah. It's all stripped down. I'm trying to get it to run. It's got electrical problems, and it belongs to a friend of mine, and I'm trying to get it running for him so he can teach his daughter how to ride on it. He's got a teenage daughter who wanted to ride one of these, and so he bought this one, I'm assuming off of Facebook or something, and it won't run.
Probably
It's been sitting for a
Facebook
while.
Marketplace. Probably Facebook
Yeah.
Marketplace because of how much repair you need to do. I don't trust Facebook.
How's your day, Vic?
Good.
I don't trust Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of shady things in there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Like
Very good.
stolen things, like on sale. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we anytime you buy something used, it's like that though, but
Yeah,
hit and miss on Facebook just like anywhere else.
yeah, that's right.
But that's what we do. We try to fix things if we can. I'm in the repair business.
Yeah. Nowadays, like even cars are more difficult to repair because of the electronics on there. Everything has to have electronics now. Too much electronics.
I don't know
That's
if it's more difficult. I think maybe it's just a different style of mechanicing.
Yeah.
They may not
but
be
also-
more difficult, it's just different.
Yeah, but it wears down the engine quicker. So like if you have a hybrid car, like I think every car nowadays like breaks down after 5 years. And typically back in the day it was like 7, 8 until you have repair or something. So it's like everything nowadays is like not like useful until like useful for like 5 years maybe. That's why you don't need to find like more than 7 year like financing it, like leasing a cars or like paying out like payments for that car is just useless. I think it's a scam, but because of the electronics, I don't think electronics should be I hate wires and electronics and things and machine like oil engines.
Well, I'm not really a four-wheeler mechanic, but I told my friend I would give it a shot and see if I can do anything with it or not.
Yeah.
He ain't got a lot of money in this.
It's more the electronics that like electronic components don't last that long in a vehicle that has some petroleum or diesel in it. So like
Well, what we're looking at here is a bunch of dirty wires. These four-wheelers, they catch a lot of dirt and mud. So a lot of times some of that stuff can sneak down into the connections and make a problem. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for with this one. I'm hoping it's just a dirty connection. You gotta start at the battery and trace your way to the switch, and then trace your way to the starter, trace your way to the coil. You got to start following wires back. And hopefully you find it.
These new cars nowadays have too many like electronics like features. So like every car nowadays, like after the year 2018, they have too many like nagging features that nag you. Oh, you didn't turn this way, or like you didn't you didn't you may swerve this way or something like that. But like it's good, but like to have them, but like your engine will I hate like electronics, too many electronics and like mechanical devices that could impede their performance over time. But yeah. And wires in general I don't trust. like excessive amounts. I'm not saying like you need some, but like, excessive amounts is pretty bad.
What have you been up to today, Vic?
Nothing.
Making any videos today? Any uploads?
Not today. No.
Not today. Are you planning on watching the Kentucky Derby tomorrow?
The Derby? Yeah, probably not. I don't know. I've never watched it before, but
It's so boring.
Yeah.
I watched the they don't have the basically they just talking about other people in the Derby, like watching the Derby more than what like the horse racing is like takes for like 3 hours still like the horse
yes.
racing.
How long does the race itself actually take?
Well, like a 30
Well,
like
actually,
less than 10 20 minutes maybe, but is it 20 minutes? I don't know. It's less than that, I would say. It's just the pre-elimination, like all the I would say all the fancy attire that take a lot more time than the horse racing, which is not that long. Well,
Yeah, it's just toddler tube. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, sir?
I think there's. I don't like horse racing. I don't like betting on horses, but that's the only thing I don't bet on. Horses, like
You know that Scott Kerr said to bet on American Promise. So,
yeah, American Promise. See, there's a horse that is like Kentucky Derby. There was a horse that I would bet on, but that has a good shot of winning. Is it American Promise?
I think Scott said that American Promise is the son of Secretariat.
Yeah.
Not the son of Secretariat. He is a descendant of Secretariat.
Oh,
There's different.
A descendant. So what is like his what? So he's like Secretariat's grandson?
No, they breed the horses. They breed the horses.
Yeah, I know.
Probably.
So like
I would say great nephew or something.
They have like a stud fee where they breed the horses.
Yep.
Yeah, like I don't know, like their sperm, like they have like a fee. Like I think it's like they got a crazy amount of money that they use to breed the horse. It's just completely crazy anyway.
All right. Well, guys, I've already messed the screen up, but that's okay. I hope you're all doing fantastic tonight.
Is that Recto?
Yeah.
It is.
This is the only place you're going to get it.
Is he on? Is he live?
Yeah.
No, it's
I think he is live on 8 o'clock. I think.
yeah.
It wasn't going on till 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's American Promise. Let me see. Judgment's Sake. Okay.
Dude, we need to get us a 10 millimeter.
Could be. Okay.
Okay, alright, well since Rex starting his show, so I think I'll go ahead and shut down this one. I've only got 3 viewers right now, so I'll make sure y'all
Okay.
Head on over to Rec Talk's channel. Yeah.
You don't
Have
want
a
to
good
slot
one.
steal Rec Talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me, Joshua and Millis.
Yeah.
All
Have
right,
a
bud.
good day.
Have a good weekend,
Yeah.
Vic.
Vic.
All right. All right. Yeah. Appreciate
And have
you
a good
guys.
weekend too.
Okay. Okay, so it's going to do it for me. So but anyway, so I mean, I guess I'll yeah, head on over to Rec Talk's channel. Anyway, thank you to everyone who came on the stream. Thank you to Yoda, TriStar, Joshua, and Lawn Tractor Life for joining me on the StreamYard. Now, tomorrow, I will be streaming part 3 of my Oblivion gameplay. So, yeah, part 3 tomorrow. But anyway, so up until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.